Steve Van Order here with AMP. Today I'm talking with Mike Taylor, and Mike here is what we'd call a hot shoe. He's too humble to admit it, but he's pretty fast behind the wheel. And we had his car in the shop here today. One of our guys, Ben, decided to spin the rollers with it and get it dialed in after a small parts change. Make sure that he's ready for his next event. So, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about the car and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I started out autocrossing with the SCCA in 1995, I think it was, and then did that for 15 years or so or more, and then went to road racing. Started doing jumping lemons, and then decided to dive in the deep end and go SCCA racing, and then decided I really wanted to try and win a SCCA runoffs national title, which has been quite the quest. But I've been running. I had a Civic EG Civic, which is really the same platform as this Integra, for a number of years, and then a few years ago switched over to these Integras, and it has a B18C. It started out as a Type R motor. Now it's a bit different, but yeah. Anyway, just you know, chasing the dream, really. You know, I never thought I could ever even like race when I had young kids and everything, and I always watched the SCCA runoffs, and I thought, man, that would be so cool to someday go there and compete, and then yeah, I go there and compete, and it's like, now I'd like to win. So this fall will be my 10th runoff I've been to in the last 11 years. So last year made it onto the podium, so hopefully this year we'll bring home the win.
Nice, nice, very cool. So what exactly do you have going on with the car?
So this is SCCA Sports Car Club of America STL class, and this is basically for cars that are 2 liters and under, and you can do drivetrain swaps within the manufacturer. So this started out as a Type R engine, and then it's got different cams, and but it's, you know, limited compression, 11-to-1 compression. It actually has less lift that came on a stock Type R motor. And then really a lot of the money went into the suspension. It's got sphericals on all of the suspension joints, MCFs, shock absorbers or dampers or whatever you want to call them. And I think handles really good, and it's a joy to drive. But I've been sort of tweaking on this platform for 11, 12 years now, so
wow.
Sort of a lot of accumulated knowledge to kind of start at the bottom and work your way up towards the top.
Yeah, last time I saw you out at Road Atlanta and I was peeking around the car, pretty nice setup you have going on there.
Yeah, it's this is my 4th chassis. I had 2 EG Civics, and then I switched to the Integra, and it's really the same chassis underneath. Everything just swaps right over. The first Integra, my 3rd car, I wrecked that at down at Sebring, and I had a race in about 6 weeks that I really wanted to make. So I built this car. From the time I got the chassis until the time we hit the racetrack was 4 weeks.
Wow.
So yeah.
4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah, from a junky street car to looking like this.
Oh man,
but
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a lot of work in 4 weeks. But you know, we had a lot of my buddies here at AMPFI are in my racing gang, and they all helped me out. So
very cool, very cool.
And you know, we got the MS3 Pro ECU in here. And I just can't say enough good things. I mean, and you know, one of the things that when people ask me about ECUs and things like that, and I've had, you know, I've played with friends of mine with other ECUs, and one of the things I always tell them that's I think underappreciated, and you might agree with this, is the diagnostic capabilities. I mean, when you're at the track and something goes wrong, you know, you just want to be able to fix it. And a lot of the diagnostics on here, like being able to fire the injectors individually or in sequence, and the plugs and all that stuff is just, and even things like I had a VTEC went out, and so I could actually fire the solenoid manually in the pits with the engine off and listen and troubleshoot it. So yeah, the troubleshooting capabilities, I think, are probably things a lot of people don't even think about when they're picking an ECU.
We've actually added, since the firmware you're running slightly older firmware. We didn't update it because, of course, you're about to go to a race and you never want to change things right before a race. But you can actually drop cylinders now. So while the engine's running, you can choose a cylinder and shut a single injector or a single coil off and see if it changes anything.
Right. So if you have a dead cylinder, it's an easy way to see which one is dead.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
So just a little bit more diagnostics added there. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to have to break to another clip of this thing running, because this is a very, very aggressive, very pissed off B-Series engine.
Yeah, some people might call it badass.
It won't idle below like 1600 RPM. Anything below that, and the engine just dies. What we're talking about here is that while this thing's at idle, the air-fuel ratio is pretty much everywhere. And it's that way because the cam is quite large in this build. It's basically only on high cam the entire time. It's a B-Series engine. And because the cam is so aggressive, you can't really trust the air-fuel ratio coming off the wideband at all at idle. Until it gets above about 4,000 RPM, the wideband is pointless. I did a Boxster engine for the first time for Atlanta Motor Speed Works.
Yeah.
And first time ever doing a Boxster, and they went out and set their fastest lap ever at VIR. Fastest lap of the day, and they were able to go 2 hours on a tank of fuel. I was on the dyno for 9 hours with them though.
That's the trick, is to get power and fuel mileage.
Knock detection. All right, guys, so we had Mike Taylor's car here on the dyno, got him set up for his SCCA event. Well, since we did that dyno, Mike has actually gone out and he took first place in that event, in that runoff that he was prepping for. So he took podium spot number 1, and podium spots 1 and 2 were actually running AMPFI ECUs this year. So we did great. Come on, join us on the team.